This is Dale Maxwell with a pre-coaching review for initials JN. Starting at the end on this one, um, it doesn't, prostate cancer is statistically doing nothing as far as medical processes is probably, well, statistically, it's actually better than doing anything. Okay, so um, that's how I'd like to kind of start this. Now, going over your list, there's some things that I would recommend you do. Obviously, some amount of enzymes would benefit your body. The diet you've chosen, the ketogenic diet, is a disaster. My experience, and so I, because it's so far out of balance, it causes your body to throw off ketones, which is a warning sign for your body. Um, I would recommend that you study some more on that, and I certainly would not recommend a ketogenic diet for any people that I care about. Um, you just don't get the right nutrition and balance. Now, more fat in your diet is fine, but if it's plant fat, okay, it's much easier for your body to deal with. Okay, so there's a couple of books I would recommend you read. Overdiagnosis. uh, In that book, he talks for a lot of the book about how prostate cancer is so overdiagnosed, and they have found from the research that's been done, almost everybody has some cancer cells in the prostate when they're in the upper age range, and they find that from the cadavers after people die from something else. Okay, so um, you didn't give me a good idea of how much discomfort you're in, so I can't address that. Um, but you know, if you're having to get up and pee every 25 minutes, then that's a different situation than peeing a couple times a night. Okay, if you're having pain, that's a different situation. Um, so I'm not able to address specifically. Okay, but biopsies are the reason why they do so many cores in a biopsy is because they don't find cancer in most of them. And so they've gone to expanding more and more places that they drill for trying to find the cancer so that they can get you on the program. Now, if you do decide to do a medical treatment, you need to understand that the side effects are horrible. Okay? If they do any of the treatments, okay? Likely if they remove the prostate, you're going to suffer with impotence. You're going to suffer with problems with holding your bladder. Okay, um, study up on it. So your quality of life may go to hell if you do that. Okay. Now, I don't like flax oil. I like flax seeds. I like nuts and seeds because you get the entire um, benefit from it rather than squeezing out stuff and making it into a drug, which is what flax oil basically is. It's a drug. And I have a link I'll provide you with a medical doctor talking about that. Um, so, you know, your weight seems to be stable. That's good. Your history, mm, yeah, lots of people have AFib once in a while, and you know, you shock it out again, you're okay again. Um, yeah, the poisons that you have in your body, I would definitely consider chelation kind of a lot because you exposed yourself to pesticides. Now, what that means is pesticides are a stimulant for cancer. Okay, So getting that out would be a good thing. Okay, getting some of those drugs out, and I'm calling them drugs. Pesticides are drugs. They're all the same thing. Chemicals that don't belong in our environment. Um, Sorry about your family history. I'll provide you with a book that I wrote, um, Healing Your Loss. Um, and let's see. Yeah, what your goals, getting rid of prostate cancer. That's a good goal, but let's couch it in the right language. Okay. Perhaps another way to language it would be to not have any symptoms of prostate cancer. Okay. Because it's really hard to really say, oh yeah, I'm free of prostate cancer, because the only way that you could say that is if you have the prostate cut out and examined. Okay, and that's not an option. Okay, it's just not an option. Okay, um, and you might want to look at some longer term goals. 5-year, 10-year, 20-year goals. Okay, adjust the. My recommendation is less than 5% animal products. I have written about it many times. Um, mm, 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 don't know what drugs you've taken recently. You may need to do some probiotic to replenish. Now, two root canals. Root canals cause toxins to come into your bloodstream on a constant basis. Okay. In the case of root canals, it's bacterial. Okay. So now you have bacterial toxins coming into your blood, and you have the pharmaceutical or from your history, the pharmaceutical or the um, poisons that you dealt with. Okay, so you have two different things. You have some amalgams, which is another. That's mercury coming into your body. Okay, so after you've been on the enzymes for a couple of months, then I would, to help get your body kind of cleaned up, then I would recommend that you get those teeth removed. Okay, the ones that have the cavitations. And you need to do that correctly. I'll provide you with a link to resources where you can find somebody who knows how to do it correctly so you don't get a cavitation from it. Okay? So, uh, enzymes, um, the thermotherapy unit is an excellent tool for healing, um, and you know they're going to want to keep having you do biopsies until they convince you to have the thing removed. That's the basic way that they do it. Okay, so I hope I've given you some good ideas. Please study up more on the teeth, because that's a major amount of toxins that are coming into your body, and plenty of coffee enemas to get the toxins out. Okay, and I'll provide you with a link to the heavy metals, which is heavy metal removal, which is the process that needs to be done to get the um, pesticides out. Okay, this has been Dale Maxwell, and thank you so much for um, sending me your questions. Bye bye.